Greetings, Keishlings. Keish Prime here with my live reaction of My Hero Academia, Chapter 290. Okay, this one has been trending, and I have already been spoiled on the big reveal, but to be honest, I think collectively we came to this conclusion, like, what, months, if not a year ago, that Dabi is the missing brother, Toya, of the Todoroki clan, so whatever. I mean, it had been predicted like a good while ago that he was probably related in some way, but then, with they kind of keep skirting around it, the introduction of Toya being passed away, supposedly, all that kind of stuff. It just kind of added up. So, whatever, I'm just disappointed, other than, oh my god, I was spoiled. So, it just, whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, the title is Dabi's Dance. Okay. Has he been learning flamenco while he's been away? Turn off the TV at room 315 immediately. What? Huh? Okay, so we're at a hospital? I thought our hours were over. What the hell's going on? Looks like it won't let me go. Beyond this, what? Buzz? What's going on? Oh. That's Mama Todoroki. I watched you from afar, so I wasn't really certain for sure if this was the right room. Bzz. The connection isn't bzz, bzz. Okay, so she's watched. Oh, there's Dabi. Well, looky there. Isn't he just breaking into the the signal there? Masters. Okay, so weird how you're both just proclaiming them both of your masters, but because that doesn't really make sense given the kind of quirk he had about him, personality quirk, was that it was like he wouldn't follow, Tomura until he had become worthy of becoming his masters. So that's kind of odd of you, Giganto, but oh well. Oh, also just the way that forced activation quirk is all activated, like, good lord. Wonderful timing. Is it Machi or Makia? It's whatever. It's going to be Makia. It's amusing how Tomura's body isn't collapsing even after being faced with the force of One for All and Endeavor. I've allocated most of the pain towards the mutant quirk within his spine in order to minimize the damage. Mutant quirk? Okay, what kind of mutant quirk you got? Hello, loud truck. But even after all that, he shouldn't be able to move. What's left is to order Makia to force a retreat. Okay, well, there's Todoroki coming in. Ice and fire ablazing. But, taking that giant Shigaraki on the same time is way too much. I must defeat the injured Shigaraki first. Okay, interesting. Also, I do like that it looks like he's kind of encased his cold side fist in ice, so that would hurt. That's actually kind of a power-up I think I gave him way back when. I mean, a very generic idea, so Anyway. And, there's Nijiri, which I've actually thought of a way now that Giganto is actually there, how that, given that the hero side of things are kind of in a wrecked state, to be blunt, and the able fighters are very few. I actually thought of a combo move that and Todoroki can be thrown into this as well, but it mostly was due to the 2 reinforcements from last chapter with Nejiri and Ida. So if they like do a combo move, and this is the combo move in mine. Okay, basically picture the tornado move from Sonic Heroes. That all of the, I think it's all of them, but it was at least for Team Sonic. Sonic's does, but I think it was for all Speed characters. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played that game. Good lord, that's been like 15 years ago. But yeah, like Ida being a Speed character himself makes like a funneled tornado kind of vortex. And then Nejiri uses her wave motion and just like supercharges it. And then it might be enough to blow my Giganto, a good ways off, if not maybe knocking him out or something, or at least maybe like throwing him up in the air even. So yeah, that's at least a notion that I have. Let's see. How strong wave motion in half ice? They won't give us a break, will they? Output 100%. Damn! She's only gone like 30%, I think, at most. And I forget what that move that she had. It was a weird name. Grange? Something? But yeah, she's never gone 100%. And that's like equivalent to her vitality. So that could be dangerous. And Thermal Revolution from Todoroki. Okay, so Flash Freeze, Heat Wave, and Green Flood. Okay. That's an interesting combo. Hitting him from 2 sides like that. And freaking Endeavor's like, run! Oh, it's because, Giganto be there. And he's just like kind of with his colossal fingers now. Oh, it looks like Tomura grabbed onto one of the fingers, and the other 2 have kind of been knocked away for the time being, while everyone else is still on the ground, and those forced cork activation things are all over the place. Good lord. Okay, so Nejiri is like self-righted herself in the air. Nejiri-senpai, Shoto-kun, put me down, Four Eyes. Okay, so Bakugo is conscious. Okay. You're awake? I apologize. I must not let you down, given the damage you must have... We need a complete victory. Okay, Giganto is reverting back. Okay. Oh, and he's got Tomura in his hand. He's like, I've got the whole world in my hand. And he like pets them like a little bug or something. It'd be weird. Masters, I've come. Please give me your next order. Anything you want. Shigaraki, we've been through so much... Wait, what the hell happened to you? Okay, so Spinner's like, shit. Shoto, are you alright? Okay. Endeavor's looking worse and worse every panel he's in. Okay, he's breathing heavy. I apologize, Hawks. That guy being able to move at all, this is my responsibility to bear. I must knock that giant down. What kind of quirk does he have? I'll find his vulnerability but my lungs, they're half gone. Damn, you gonna die, Endeavor. Shit. It's like, I've got the black lung. Shit, and I'm not even a coal miner. It's like, it's because you've turned them to ash, my boy. How can I perform hero duties if I can't even breathe? Just watch me. No, I must prevail here. What is he doing? I'm the top hero of this nation. Okay. And there is Dabi, shaking some kind of can. There you are. From here, you all look like a bunch of ants. No, you look like you're fleas on a giant dog's back. Hey, Shoto's here, so, how wonderful. Long time no see. Huh? Okay, I assume we're getting close to the reveal then. Excuse me. Dabi. To make matters worse, the League is here. Well, don't be that way. I must, you call me by my villain moniker. I could say that word for some reason. What is he? Oh yeah, he dyed his hair. That's what he's doing. Revealing his true hair color. When I have such a respectable name, which is Toya. Okay, this is a cool panel. Like it, like the I don't know what kind of hair product he would have taken the dye out of his hair, but whatever. It's like dripping down his face, and he's kind of like his wrist looks broken, to be honest. So now there's like, wait, son, brother. Sure, my face may have ended up like this, but I'd hope that my own family would at least recognize me. I mean, had you not been unbasted, and stayed the whatever noble path that, Endeavor was trying to put you on, but really makes you wonder what set him down this path. What was the accident that supposedly killed him? There's a lot of questions here. Also, it looks like Deku is listening in on this. What? Your older brother? His name is Toya? Then he's Todoroki-kun's... Aye, Toya Todoroki was born as the eldest son of Endeavor. Okay, now we're back to... I assume this is... Is this before or after this reveal? I don't know. Anyway, he's showing off that burnt, stitched up bod to his mom. I've killed over 30 innocent people until now. I would like to let everyone know why I'd ended up committing such a horrendous act. Okay. Endeavor has a long history of being power hungry, and in his despair of being unable to surpass All Might, he forcibly took on a wife in order to give birth to a child who would possess an even more powerful quirk. Okay, so he's basically ratting out his dad's actions. This makes sense. Now, it has been mentioned in the series that certain quirk marriages and everything were kind of outlawed. So I'm wondering if this is going to have some, or at least they weren't outlawed, but they were heavily looked down upon. So I'm wondering if there's going to be some, either publicity, public backlash on Endeavor once you really understand, this, or some kind of legal ramifications as well. But, let's see. I was created from my father's selfish dream. However, I was deemed a failure. And we're just seeing wreckage of all the cities that Giganto mowed through. And there's is that a shark quirk? Okay. And quickly abandoned, tossed aside and forgotten. And this one person has just been crushed by the rubble, and there's a crying kid and everything. But I never forgot. I watched your activities from afar, and Endeavor's just kind of like, my boy, no. And Todoroki's just kind of like, oh, shit. People like to act on people like to think of their actions as free from guilt. But they're not. My fire that burned others is indeed Endeavor's fire. My pre-recorded life story is being broadcast right now all around the airwaves and the internet. Okay. So this was all pre-recorded. Okay. So now I do remember like last week, I watched Shonen's video, or Zonin for those, the way he pronounces his name, even though there's a Z instead of an S, but whatever. He did mention that there was like some weird, like Dabi and Skeptic were doing something, so yeah, this would be the case. But yeah, how exhilarating this disgraceful fall as a hero has begun. Okay, and is he jumping off Giganto? Ever since that day, the only thing I could think about was thinking of ways I could maximize the destruction of your career. Okay. And is this a flashback to you as a child? Did you know that I used to go to Natsu-kun every day, asking him in tears why I existed? Oh. At first, my plan was to wait until your little doll Shoto had gotten all big and famous. Then I'd kill Shoto. Oh, okay, well then, the brother v brother. Your fire and ice is nothing to my all-consuming flames. But anyway, then in an abruptly convenient turn of events, you finally became number one. I couldn't stand watching you wallow yourself in your dream like that. You wouldn't even die in Kyushu. Either. My heart sank. I even sent the Emperor of Fallen Light. And ending. Wait. The Emperor of Falling Light. That was that dude who was on the ball. The crystal ball shit, wasn't he? The wizard-looking dude. I think. And then ending, I believe, was the guy who I think controls, like, paint. To you and still survived like the cockroach that you are. That number one title you've always wanted is a lot of pressure, huh? And they're just still reacting and absorbing all this, and he's kind of doing like a weird JoJo pose. Has your heart been purified with all the praise from the public? Does your newfound vigor as a father figure to your children make you feel as though you're developing a familial bond with them? You seriously thought that if you kept your eyes open towards the future, the past would just forget itself, didn't you? It's time for someone to give you a little life lesson. Okay, well, his hair is completely gone to its natural. I assume it's supposed to be... Actually, what hair color would he have? Wouldn't be red, because it would then match Shoto's. So, it was white, but he has fire powers. I'm confused. Weird genetic structure you got there, my boy. The past never forgets. What a you reap what you sow moment. Let us fall together, Inji Todoroki. Come dance with your son in hell. Okay, well this is getting kind of weird. Okay, and that is the end of the chapter. Alright. Well, that was a chapter and a half. I mean, like I said, at the beginning, like, I got spoiled on that, but, like, to be honest, it was nothing that we weren't already expecting. But what he had planned is, he throwing all the skeletons out of the closet. Is like, come on, Papyrus, come on, Sans. It's like, get your asses out there and make my dad look like shit to the world. And then I'm going to kill my brother, and then I'm going to kill my father, and then it's like everything will fall into place as I descend into hell. But yeah, he killed 30 people, good lord. Yeah, there ain't no redeeming from that, I am assuming, but then again, Vegeta killed planets worth of people, and everyone loves him, so who fucking knows? Different story, obviously, and setup and whatnot, and different planets that most people didn't even know existed, other than, does Vegeta sleep well at night? I don't really know. But, yeah. That's an interesting plan, and the fact that he, broadcast this to all of Japan, at least. But it did hit the internet, so it's probably hitting other countries as well, right? So, yeah, the number one hero in Japan is now being outed as the horrible being that he was. Which, I mean, to be honest, is kind of the comeuppance he deserves, but not this way. Especially when the person doing it is a known criminal, so it's like it makes it even worse. It's like, oh, I trained my children to the bone. I bred them to try and make the perfect quirk user so that they could take the number one spot with such vigor and strength that it would wipe All Might's All Might's history from the books, or something like that. And then it's like, but no, he's like, oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, this plan. But yeah, I mean, I could probably go on, but to be honest, I think I've said about all that needs to be said about that. Just stunned faces of the two, because, I mean, they thought he was dead all this time, which we really do need some clarification on that, if nothing else. So hopefully the next chapter or two do alleviate that backstory, because that would make this even more, interesting going forward. So yeah. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this chapter. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings, Toya has returned. Let the world burn.